Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Whimsy North Podcast. I'm Margaret from Whimsy North. I'm the knitwear designer and owner of Whimsy North, and I create and design Nordic patterns with a whimsical twist. Today, I want to share some of the things that I have recently published and also some of the newer designs that are coming your way. I also have some other fun things that I'm planning for fall and winter and hoping to kind of get all of those things wrapped up for you and get out as many fun patterns as I can before baby number 4 is coming at the end of November. So be on the lookout for. Normally I try and release 1 to 2 patterns a month, but I have a lot of really fun things coming up, and there's might be some weeks where you're gonna get something new every week. So I have some of those things to share with you. Okay, so to get started, I want to share some of the new designs that I just recently put out in between the last podcast and this episode, and that would be my Seaside Holiday Tee. So this one came out at the end of August. I've shared it a lot on the podcast if you've watched other episodes, but it is a fun lace yoke tee with a striped design in a fingering weight yarn. So that one is out on Etsy and Ravelry. And I think, we're currently getting a little bit colder here in Madison, Wisconsin, where I am living. And this isn't exactly what I would wear, but there are plenty of you in warmer climates, so the Seaside Holiday Tee might be for you. Maybe you are in the southern hemisphere and you're going into summer. I don't know. So that's out. And then my Mila sweater, which if you've watched any of my previous podcasts, you know this is one of my favorite designs that I've ever done. And it really was where I found my design voice in terms of taking color work and putting a whimsical twist on it. I think color work is just currently where my heart really lies, as you can see from some of my other designs that I have coming out. And I'm just really exploring all of the colors that I can put with it and the different patterns and designs. So my Mila sweater is out now. And this is something I'm actually going to be talking about a little bit later, but I'm working on a sister pattern for the Mila. I have some socks in mind. So if anyone's interested in some fun Mila socks, I am currently going to cast those on today. So I will be hopefully having those come out sometime this fall. So those are the current designs that I have recently published, and the ones that I have coming your way shortly is my Kindra hat. So this is the adult small medium version. This hat pattern just went out to test knitters. It is going to be released on October 14th, the weekend of Rhinebeck. I'm working in collaboration with Summer Camp Fibers. We actually have a lot of really fun collabs coming up. So if you want to be in the know of some of my awesome collaborations with Summer Camp Fibers, join my newsletter. I have a link in the description below because we are going to be putting out some special kits and discounts, pattern collabs that we'll be giving to our email news subscribers first. So if you want to be in the know as to what we're doing for the rest of fall and into winter, jump on that newsletter. So one of the things that we collaborated on is this Kindra hat. Katie with Summer Camp Fibers test knitted my Kindra cowl back in the spring and loved it so much she said we need to do a hat, and this was born out of her saying that. So it has a folded brim. I'm like, if I take it off, will my hair? Okay. So it has a really cozy folded brim that you don't need to do a provisional cast on for. I have a tutorial in the pattern on how you can do a long tail cast on and then join that brim. It uses 3 different colors of mini skeins and then 1 main color. So this hat, I'm gonna put it back on here. Boop. I think this is my new favorite hat. It is super warm and cozy. It uses DK weight yarn. So you can use up scraps of yarn. You don't have to use minis if you have any leftover DK. The pattern comes in 5 different sizes. I, as you know, have multiple, this is girl number 3, girl baby number 3, so kid number 4. But my oldest girl is 10, and then I have a 4-year-old daughter, and then we're having another little newborn daughter. So I love to outfit all of us in coordinating matching hats. I don't always do the same colors, but I'll do the same hat pattern. So you'll look back in some of my other designs that I do. I always really like to make sure that I'm size inclusive for the whole family. So my middle daughter, the 4-year-old, actually wore her Kindra hat to school today because, like I said, it's getting a little chilly here. So I don't have it with me, but I'll pop a photo in. So this hat that I did for her, I actually ended up switching the color work around and doing the main color, the white, as the contrasting color, and then I faded the pinks throughout the hat because she said she really wanted a pink hat, and I wanted to be able to use the mini skeins, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to use just one mini skein with in order to do the entire hat. So I faded through the different colored mini skeins, and I kind of am obsessed with it. So that one, it was super fun. The one that I am wearing right now actually will be coming out in a special kit through Summer Camp Fibers. So you can knit this exact hat. You can also, it comes in an option where you don't put the color work on the brim. So you'll see in my daughter's hat, I did not put the color work on the brim. I only have the color work placed on the adult size hats because of the thickness of the brim. So in the adult size hats, you can put it on the brim or you can choose not to. Just makes it a little bit more fussy when you're joining it, but there's a full tutorial on that. And then it comes in a newborn size. So I had to, of course, make one for our new little baby girl that's coming. I wanted to just use up some of the leftover scraps that I had from another design project that I was working on. So I grabbed some of them and made like a little makeshift rainbow hat. So this is going to be her little Kindra hat. So we kind of coordinate, not the exact same colors, but same design. So there's a newborn, there's a baby 0 to 12 months, there's a child 3+, and then this adult small medium also would fit like a teen. This is the size that my 10-year-old daughter wants. It fits her really well. I'm just gonna shorten up the crown a little bit for her because she wants it a little bit tighter. You can knit it with or without the pom. Some people I know aren't pom people, but it looks great without a pom too. So there's those options. And yeah, so there's my Kindra hat. Be on the lookout, like I said, October 14th. And if you join my newsletter, there are some fun pre-order kits that are going to be coming out from Summer Camp Fibers. All of this yarn is Summer Camp Fibers. I'm obsessed. You're gonna be seeing a lot of it, and it is so good. So be on the lookout for that. And then my other pattern that's coming out that's currently being test knitted is my Lumia slippers. So the word Lumi means snow in Finnish, and I have Finnish heritage on my dad's side, so I thought because of the snowflake and the falling snow on the slippers that the name Lumia, which is kind of a twist, girl's name twist on the word Lumi, would be a perfect name for these really fun and actually pretty easy color work slippers. So these will be awesome for this winter time and fall. They are knit in a worsted weight yarn, 2 colors for each one. There's 2 different sizes. The leg portion is actually the same width around for both sizes. It's more of the toe section that you can customize. So the pattern goes all the way down the front of the slipper as well as the heel, and then the sole has this just like 2-color design. And you'll see that there's this line here, and what that is the afterthought heel. So I did an afterthought heel, so it's actually really simple. You just cast on at the top, you knit in the round all the way down following the chart, and then you put in waste yarn for the heel. You continue knitting the rest of the foot, switching then between the top and the bottom chart. And then once you cast off the toe, you go back and you knit the heel. So it's actually really super easy. And my test knitters are doing such an amazing job. If you follow me on Instagram and follow along with the hashtag Lumia slippers, you can see all of their really fun, some of them are even on their second set or second color. They had so much fun knitting them, and I'm loving watching them knit them up. So October 21st, this pattern will be coming out, so you can knit your very own slippers, and they would also make a really perfect Christmas gift. I think a perfect Christmas knit, give you plenty of time to knit those up. So those will be coming. Okay, other things that are coming up. My Whimsy North Back to School knit along is wrapping up this week. So if you are participating, make sure to post your picture either on Instagram or my Ravelry group. If you do Ravelry, you just post it within the thread. If you do Instagram, make sure to tag Whimsy North or hashtag Whimsy North B2 is in the number SCal. I'll link it below. I'll put it in the description. So make sure to put that, then you'll be entered to win all of the wonderful prizes that we have for the knit along. And that has been so fun to watch what you guys have chosen to knit. I've really loved watching along. We had a lot of Kindra cowls. That was a very popular pattern. What else do we have? Ooh, Nordic Sunrise shawls. Those were super popular. I just saw another cast on of that one. I'm really excited. If you haven't checked out that pattern, I will link it below, my Nordic Sunrise shawl. We had some glimmer crops going on. It was so fun. It was super fun to see what you guys chose as some of your favorite Whimsy North patterns to knit. So thank you for joining in. And if you did not get a chance to join in on this back to school cal, please know that I am already on the works with Katie from Summer Camp Fibers. We honestly are on the ball. We have even talked about our cal for next year. So we're working on what fun things we can do for that. And if you have any suggestions on how to make it even more fun and interactive, let me know. Okay, so then, like I said, some of the other fun things that are coming up is some collaborations with Summer Camp Fibers. Katie and I have been talking once a week for the past month on some of the most fun I'm having in knitting. You'll have the Kindra hat, the Lumia slippers, the super secret, super fun and colorful Summer Camp Fibers collab pattern coming out October 28th. So that's for the month of October. And then Katie and I just talked, and we are going to revamp that kit for the holidays too. And it's super cool. I am like actually really excited about that. So just jump on my newsletter or Katie Summer Camp Fibers newsletter, because we're gonna be sharing all the details, and you're gonna wanna get on this super fun color explosion that has to do with minis. Katie and I are hot on the mini train right now because it makes color work so much more accessible and fun. We just love how you can mix the colors, but you don't have to buy a full skein. So we'll be playing around with having a main color and then having different minis that either fade or mix without, so that you can have that colorful look, but spend less on yarn because they're gonna be smaller amounts. So that is coming your way. I wanted to share some fun things that have recently gotten sent to me and show them off here because I am very excited about them. So my friend Courtney with Flynn Knits, so if you follow Flynn Knits on Instagram, Courtney just came out with a new book, The Art of Knitting Hats. And if this isn't a book for me, hat knitting with color work, it is beautiful. I know a lot of people have been sharing it on Instagram. It is currently available for you to go and purchase. So I will link it below. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite designs that Courtney did in here. So one of the cool things is that all the designs are color work, and she shows you, gives you tips and tricks on how to knit them. Where did you go? There's different weights of yarn, different styles of hats, different brim styles. So you could really knit so many different fun hats and explore the color work. I love this one. It's called To the Left. So it is just super fun and graphic. I don't want to show you, I'll just show you like this, but I don't want to give away the pattern because I want you to buy the book because it's so cool. So this is a skill level easy. It gives you the yarn that it's shown in, but it also, for certain patterns, if it's like designer yarn, it'll give you other yarn that you can use. And they're just wonderful, easy to knit hat patterns that are, she even has some for the whole family, which you know I love, as I said earlier. So make sure to check out Courtney's book. Like I said, I will link it below for you. Yay! And then next, I have some more yarn. So Jess from February Fiber Co. was so kind to send me over some yarn, and she asked what colors that I would like, and I said, you know what, just surprise me. So she took a look at my Instagram feed, things that I've been knitting with lately, and I think she kind of nailed it. So she sent me 4 different skeins plus a mini of fingering weight yarn. So we have, this one's called Fairy Lights. I love how it's the neutral, but it's got that really pretty tonal to it as well. And then we have Bloom, which, I mean, hello, mustard color. This is so me. Then we have Arise, which is like this beautiful sunrise color with the yellow fading into the pink and purple. I love that one. And this one is called Defend and Freedom. So it's a little sock set here. So I kind of, you know, I play a lot with blues and pinks and I guess you would kind of say like golds maybe. So this was like, just spoke to Whimsy North right there. But I have no idea what to do with it, you guys. So I have all these other patterns that I'm currently working on and designs that are coming up, but I'm just not sure what I want to do with this fingering weight yarn. I know I want to do something color work because that's what I've been playing around with lately, but what do you guys think? What do you want to see? What are some things that you've been wanting to knit? I know I haven't designed a shawl in a while, so maybe a fingering weight shawl could be in the works. I'm doing a bunch of cowls coming up, so I don't know if I want to do that. I have this hat, but I don't have another hat. I am doing the Mila socks, and I have some mittens in mind. If you guys, I actually realized today that my daughters could use some mittens, so selfishly I am going to design a pair of mittens because my kids need some. So what do you think? What would you put, what would you want to knit with these? I feel like this one's throwing me a little bit because it's got that fade to it. So I feel as though it would be really pretty like socks, but then I'd want to pair it with like a color work so that it would be dark enough, but I'm not sure those two are working for me. And this one seems kind of light, and I dropped this guy, but I love these two together. I think that would be super fun and different. Anyways, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think I should do with Jess's beautiful yarn? I'm also going to link her February Fiber Co. in the bottom, in the description, so you can go check it out. And I forgot to mention, oh my gosh, Jess was so kind to give all of you guys a discount on her yarn. So you can use my special code, Whimsy15. I will put that below for you to get 15% off your February Fiber Co. order. She also donates 5% of her proceeds every month to a new charity and has a couple new ones, each month that she donates to, so I love that. So not only when you buy from Jess at February Fiber Co. do you get this beautiful yarn, but you also are gonna get 15% off by using my code listed below, and 5% of sales are gonna go to a great cause. So what I need from you is what I'm going to do with this, and then also if you wanna go check out her yarn, make sure to use the link below so you can get the 15% discount. Okay, so that is kind of all that's going on right now in the world of Whimsy North. Watch out though, because there is a lot in the works. I have, like I said, been working on some fun patterns. I've been knitting up a storm, and I really am so excited to get you guys some fun patterns that you can knit for the holidays, for gift giving, for yourself, whoever. I'm working as hard as I can to get as many out before this new arrival comes, because I know, since she's number 4, that there are days when you don't get anything done when you have a newborn. So wish me luck on that one. And again, if you have any questions for me in terms of my designs or designing as a whole, or getting different, anything that I've talked about today, or just in general, I'm going to link my Google form below that you can fill out, and I will answer your questions on my next podcast. My goal in the podcast was to try and get something out to you guys every 2 weeks so that I could kind of really keep you up to date, but I'm realizing that I want to make sure I have enough to share. So I think once a month will be a good goal for me to be able to share what I'm working on in the podcast. That I'm also working on some other videos in between to help you guys with color work. I know that it looks intimidating and many people want to be able to knit color work, but there are certain things that are holding them back. So I hope to put together a YouTube video series where I walk you through some of the different tips and tricks on color work, and making sure that you can, knit some really fun things for yourself and your family and for others. So be on the lookout for my color work series coming out on YouTube as well. And thank you for watching. Happy knitting, and I'm so excited to see what projects that you have coming up. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these videos and following along on my design journey. And follow me on Instagram. I also have a website where you can find some free patterns, and all of my paid for patterns are on Ravelry and Instagram. So have a wonderful week and day, my knitters, and thank you so much. Bye!